I have no... The master is generous to help us. After the guild was constructed with the cannons and with weapons we reap for the colony's defenses. They should work well, but there is a salted because our man has claimed all this possibility. I asked Merchant where we could procure fire sand. This by far, at least in the land of the hunters, is called Curtis. You know them? He says the dragon cities that can pretty much bigger and bigger than. Thank you for the journey. Very long. I must. Trouble. For south. Somewhere I got your back. These whispers, the only mine. Huh? Forgive me, master. Their voices, they frighten me. I have drawn thoughts, lose, I will to move. Excuse me, I'll adventure there is on my own oak. You okay, man? Yeah, it feels a cold, I'm an unpleasant feeling. The most unpleasant. Let's hurry. Well, so. By the fury, an enormous armed crab. I knew this would come. 'Tis a wrecking for many minds. I better slept upon the king. No matter. I have no regrets. What a strange. I am Fat Deathstorm, an adventurer who will perform any task you require. I am the request fire sent as my reward. I must be dreaming. A talking crab, and one request fire sent at that. You speak as if we ought to spare. If it's a wishing treat, I must well entertain this crab's offer. Slay a lesser dragon would plague our camp at present. The fire saying yet you as a greenhorn might find us suitable. I have never killed a dragon before, even a small. You said you will perform any task, did you not? I gave you my condition. Go on and register. How about a bundle of sapling branches from arrows instead? Surely you have a need of. You have no need for primitive sticks. We can procure the fine arrow from Idyllshire. If you will not do bait, I have no use for you. I can't kill a dragon. I cannot even face one mind, perhaps. I can. You got this, my friend. One task. I was able to rid the camp of the entire horde of. Dude, I'm smaller. It's beyond my skill, but driving them away is Fat's specialty. Master, I have a plan. Could I ask you to prepare a fire outside of the camp? I'll return once I've found the herbs I need. Herbs for burning? I have heard tales of smoke screens used to keep dragons at bay. I've never seen it done. I suppose you will need some firewood. Our scouts have been spotted in the lesser approach. So print is yours. I found them. Set these up ablaze to create 6-month offensive sentences of a dragon nearby. This will have no choice but to retreat. This better work. If I find you wasting my time, I shall be most displeased. See for yourself. Hey, it worked! Sure, it does work. The little bastard flittered away with their tails behind their legs. My apologies for doubting your adventurer. We shall take as many herbs as you can offer. You will receive a due compensation, of course. Fire Sen, was it? Yes, oh yes. It was a pleasure to serve. If you have other tasks for us, please send word to our guild in the west. You have a guild? Excellent. If it means the convictors will be spared their time to concentrate on the larger threat at hand, you can count on our partnerage. Alright, nice job, my friend. You did good. Although I felt like slaying a dragon would be less work, my legs grew so cold from I hereby they might freeze her. Let's return home. I must speak to the storyteller about our client. We have secured another fireman for Kenan. The colony defense will be great. I mean, finish sure with the dragon slayer. How vast do I'm hungry for more of it. For now. Leather. Thunder's comfortable like the water and pours in the beaks. We must act now while the Windu don't expect us. Shut it. Guess it does work, so this is crazy. Are you okay? Your attackers like way Simon Vondu hope to ambush. They know the sanctuary brother hangs in it below. And then hears his whisper. His light butterfly in comparison, Kenan holds fast under. And you seem to have a gift for me? Well, this one rights for freedom to famine. Alright, we're free. And they will not return to sex. Just power. Such great. Scatters his leaves before a ferocious autumn gale. Our bonds stricken our dance. Few possess the will to stand to finish the threatened. The links never been but ill fate behind our tracks since Lindu conquered our land. Your rescue is a single star shining in the darkness. For that, Lindu thanks you. Sister, for moons at Lindu word for your safety. Alone necessary to see you are safe brings more comfort than the first rays of light in the dawn. How does Lindu escape the... For that, we must thank me. He has strong ties with the Zandu, and in the kindness they granted you refuge in an island to rest on, far away from the Vandu. As a whole they are. Even Vandu is not restricted and encroach on Zandu's territory, but such kindness from the Zandus, then the Vandu wonders what they attend. Brother, all in OK eagerly await the chief's return. But first, let us make our introduction to OK Zandu, and from that, our new home. She said that makes every wind blows always the back of the sun. Then in front of it's much more of his father. Your faces tribes many adversities, but you are safe gives them hope. Someone who believes that Lin leads an OK. It seems spirits OK under no building bears of scars of the wrath. Lindu hears OK Zandu buys this piece was offering. Lindu supposes the proper path for tribe lacking and stray and curse and face their enemies. Oversteps his boundaries. He dares insult our tribe. Let it Lindu speak. The Gandu stands against the Vandu, and they take everything from his tribe. even turning friends against another. The Zandu chooses different paths, and Linu is free to think if he dislikes of our choices. The true warrior fight for the reason and for their tribe. Only cowards give gifts to appease their enemies. Cowards! Watch your words. Brother, you embarrass us. Okay, Xander is a gift from Xander's tribe. Without Xander's, Gandu would remain homeless, wandering cloud seas in sun while hatchlings looking for mother. Brother brings shame to insult our benefactors. Scissor scolds Linu Vanu. She becomes bolder with the passings of moons. But perhaps she is right, son. Please forgive Linu Vanu's rudeness. Sona understands reason for doubt. Now let us move forward and build further upon the relationship of these two tribes share. When dark clouds bring Vandu to require Zundu's role in the protection, when the storm comes, Zundu will trust the judgment of the tribe to weather all safely through it. I still have to find that. Okay, Gandu, this last. Burden of responsibility lives to Linu. However, although Linu wants more to polish her beak and talent, make father arrangements to Brothers dislike of Xander's plan is but not to bode well of shared distaste. Some say that Xandus are weaklings for not opposing. Lindu understands their misgivings, but they must look beyond that. If the Xandu do not buy the freedom of tribute, then the Vandu will conquer them as well. They would hold all islands from the temple. Lindu must make the others understand this. The Xandu and Gandu must work together for the best. Has a plan to. She has plans for. Speak with Lanu Vanu again when the time comes. I can't believe Kupo, of all time, to trick me. If there was... Once again, fate has worked against. Something seems though we can't let a single break from something gone wrong. Let us put our palms together and hopefully... Just when I've forgotten how entertaining the Mughals entities can be, this happens. You see, we are expecting a shipment of supplies from the Temple Knights, but the delivery is long overdue. Mongzin here suspects foul play. That's right, Koopa. With the Mogmenders busy at Bering Lanes, I asked the Mughals to transport it on. Unfortunately, I fear they may have hit him worse. Our only But talking as the leader of Monmouthers, you must make it clear that you will not tolerate such treatment. I have faith the suppliers will be here. Of course, Tarzan, give him a scolding they won't forget. Perhaps. Looking him off to rebuke an irresponsible murder as a father would discipline a child. However, we are expecting a good many crates and other everything. Again. You really must learn to let me handle it all first. Look here, I gave this mug a verbal thrashing and he's agreed to show me where he hit the supply. He has freedom for secretary. Alas, I'd rather not spend time with many others. There's so much to be done. But lately, I felt that no matter how many hours we labor, we will never get close to completion. But no, we're not. I have no intention to give up. Cooper, one blow at a time. We chose to wait until the glory of this. For now, I suppose that I should be in the task of collecting the rest of the supplies. I'm no much more important matters demand your attention. But can you deliver? Show me them quickly. Certain supplies will be ordered. How kind of mug them the burden with. While he is occupied, there is no matter. As you have doubtless noticed, Mogzim have become an admirable crafter in his own right. In fact, the zeal is with which every moment their work has been not so astonishing. However, despite their best affairs, their progress leaves some curious as to why I observed the Monmouthers at work. The one thing that struck me, the feebles of the blow, now I have no fault. It's not their laziness that they strike so lightly. I believe that tools are to blame. Moguls can grip their tools firmly, but they do not have their own toy arms. Tools are made and still used. And what if we were to furnish? Which brings us to supplies. But then we shall make wind-expected tools, which I will give you the honor of crafting the first one. I'm going to ask the hammerhead. I have procured materials known as the armor. Process but superior aids or conductor. Use it to make a well-balanced for a pause. Before we begin, however, bring the case of supplies to the Mongol, as you are free to do whatever feels like it's necessary to complete your task. First thing I have to eat is but have you ever flapped your wings in a place for an hour? No? Then you have no idea how hungry it makes you. But I must do it. So here we go. So these are the errands. Any coupon notes? I thought not. In that case, feel free to do anything you need. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. I expect the most observed craftsmanship from you. Ah, I wasn't paying attention. Ah, masterpiece. There is no doubt that you. Have you seen a hammer? So so miniature? Ah yes, there is nothing like crafting something so fine with your own hand. Of course, I could not have done it without you, my friend. I returned with all the missing supplies, no less. What's that smell? Have you been crafting? Here we are. A special present for our favorite monk member. I believe you will be most. Oh, I'm not falling for that again. And the taste of disappointment when I bet those. What is it this time? Perhaps you return the truth after all. Here, show me the present, just in case I shall grip my palm for the worst. Nice hammer. It's different from the others. Both and I poured our hearts and soul in, so I hope you are able to use it. I believe this hammer and other two like it will be marked improvement to the monk member's work. How does it feel? It's so light, it fits my paw perfectly. Were those other two just for practice? I feel as if I could chip away the stone all day and night. I'm glad to hear it. Truth be told, I knew that you and the others were growing frustrated at your lack of progress. With this, I believe you're able to produce work at the speed and quality I know you are capable of. I apologize, you shouldn't have gone to so much length for our account. Nevertheless, you have my thanks, and thanks for every single monk member. That's why I'm here, to teach you all we know, so one day you might repair sinners with guidance and from doddering old fools. So there is no need to thank us, much less apologize. We shall be content to see you produce grand works. And so we shall. I dare say this moment marks a new age of monk members. Show me the new. The model has abundant to work with him. See. No, you don't. You guys have the same shit every time, man. Alright. I believe it was. Yes. Once we've met the path, we shall arrive at the short distance of the city. But be warned, passing through the God territory is what we need to beware.
To the Thalaic River.
Oh, we're doing it again.
Where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
They came. We're here. Knock, knock. Far of the search of the crossing. Man, I don't know where to go. Wait, Red Mage. I forgot Red Mage is a thing I have. Hey, where's my sprint? Idyllshire. So is the motto of Charlians engraved upon yellow stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Ashra era and the turn of the 18th century, the men and from the northern nation of Charlian journeyed across the seas of Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at the shores of establishment, a camp of the scholarly endeavor, over time grew into a settlement. The settlement prospered so much as it became encountered amongst Eorzea's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlian has become an empty husk of her former self. Charlian has new keepers in the cusp. Goblins, here to plunder the city. Uplanders is mistaken munchly. We're not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphinaud's. We were born here. When Uplanders abandoned the city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. My friends, please, we did not come to dispute your Kenan. Our purpose is here peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. I beg of you, let us speak to the civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. If that is true, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with slow. So if are you? If join the clans are a bust. Please tell me your fellows approved a level 2 mark. Use the new challenge. You go to in and tell Ahmed he's holding you back. If he doesn't approve the end mark, then oh hell yeah, you're gonna help me with the next bounty guy. Much appreciated. Such a well opportunity, certainly. I suppose it's only to be expected that I would come to occupy Charlotte, unless I feel akin to a stranger who's taking over home with me. This is Idyllshire. Here's a settlement. Name is Idyllshire. And I do. What we've got here, guests? Greetings to you. I'm Alfred Levier. May I introduce myself to the company? We've journeyed far in search of our friend, and we seek to cross the river by that man. The man you're looking for a detour, and up slowly into Sulfur and Screw. Is that right? That's the short of it. This place out here ain't coming to expect a ghost town. Suffice to say, I'm surprised to find it so alive. Well, with all the precious artifacts lying about, it's only a matter of time before our treasure hunters would move in. We were the first to arrive near the inn, but then Slowfix and Goblin's friends were already settled. At first, Goblin hunters disliked each other, but instead came their friendship. Now Goblins and hunters have joined to greet. So that is what happened after we Charlians departed. So you're a local. No hard feeling, I hope. All these new buildings, no one has lived them. I feel like a waste, you know. You've been trying to put up a place to rights. Things going well for most of our end. Not so ungrateful, but the traps your people left behind were a bloody nuisance. And there's the heroine. So fix will have a great deal. Uplanders desire mutual understanding. The best way to understand is to help one another. Help citizens of Idyllshire, and uplanders can be citizens too. I'm not aware of the quicker way to reach your destination. Let's assist those people. Alright, we have some chore to do. Max. Copy of Mar. Oh, machinist. Yeah, I'll take your offer real quick. Mismatch odds. I found a way to come. My, I like the glory movie stuff. Ah, sure. Then I'll help you out. You offered me a new set of clothing. I might as well take her offer on there. I'm having fun. I'm just exploring Idyllshire real quick. Oh, pardon me, Kaiser, I was carrying this dropping crab apple. Could I trouble you? Let's see, crab apple pot. I'll take it. there a golem? Here we are. So yes, I'll think of it now. Oh yes, I hope it will cause me return. I have no room to go out, but after a long almost now we're as dedicated as them to building. If you weren't willing to pitch in, I just no matter what you're from, but as long as you help out. Let's see. Conjure. Machinist. DNC, yeah. Dancer, yeah. I heard you now the face of me. I would have welcomed you. Bad news, the worship, we fought the clerk of the clearing. He said the accusation against the worship ain't been lifted. What's worse is it seems they inclined to pursue your case against neither. I don't understand. Well, an officer tries to convince their innocence. My dear, truth is dictated by the victor, the one most skilled in strategy and the most adept in maneuver, one such as me. Face on man, you have no shame at all. Why? Shame? Why you were the one who committed a forgery on my house seal and attempted to deflect your obvious guilt. Upon review of the evidence, however, the temple knight shall soon rule in my favor. But our sources were impeachable. Our innocence was all but proven. The twice of a testimony of a commoner is hardly unimpeachable, and you cannot deny claims that the alien house has been arming the lowborn, inciting them to seize their independence. We have all heard the shots fired within the city's walls. You will twist and corrupt everything we've worked for. As I said, such a privilege of the victor. If you wish, I might even be willing to teach you how to bend the situation to your advantage. We shall do well enough on our own. Now, accept my main friend. You shall find your shiny armor doused with machine oil. You will spurn my generous advice. Will you truly surrender your last chance to demonstrate House Helena's unswerving devotion to Ishkar's prosperity? There is a beast that has been harassing our supply trains of late, a menace that the Holy See greatly desires to be put down. Even cloistered here among your scrap branches, you must have heard tales of the fearsome Verisalen. Is it the same dragon that ordered the Knights of the Dragoon has failed time to slay? You need to make a bloody show of your boss. The Holy See has agreed to abolish your trial in exchange for the dragon's death. Pray send word when you are prepared to face Verisalen. I shall organize you for a priest to be present and provide your suitable bait. I'll just confess it was me that always fired my weapon. You shouldn't aid for trouble to blame on a drunken outsider. One on what's known for Vishkram. This ought to get off your insurrection charges at least. You cannot do such a thing. I live all my life in the ship's cabin and prison cell is much smaller. You can pay me for a time in the brig after they let me out. I'll stop him, my lordship. Fury, the man who's supposed to my prosecutors have not to say of this eventually. Let's go. I cannot allow our instructor to sacrifice himself for the manager. We have no choice but to accept such an impossible challenge. I fear Rosner will not be convinced unless we prove we have a chance of defeating the Versailles. I do have a machinery marvel in the mind, but its implication, however, will require a clear crystal found in the clear clouds. To say that the Vanu store crystals in their tribe, similar. Pray steal, okay, Vanu, and lighten their baskets to touch. Surely they won't miss a handful. Here I shall clear the crystal cloud. Beautiful specimen, this crystal shall allow me to abandon the capability of the Aether via the most efficient process of energy. I only hope it will impress enough. Well, one of our machines have been just returned to report the situation. 'Twas a good few colleagues have caught up in the pillar. Pray make your way to the way of the scene. Teach my students. But I'm talking to you. Nobody will step. Take the fight out of him. So that's how it's gonna be. Come on then. Shot him. Your students even strive to impress you, Ross, now. This thing's diligent that I was able to once more improve the tools of a trader. Every single can stand against the advances we have made in both techniques and technology. We must have faith in our machinists will prevail. And though I appreciate your eagerness to accompany yourself, such a sacrifice will not help Teletrinch's crusade against the manufactory. You might be right about that. He's right about more than just that. You've got to stop underestimating what we are capable of. I keep forgetting what a stubborn lot I'm dealing with. You're the ones who were challenging the very stones of what Ishkar was built on. Alright, I won't give myself up on one condition. All talk of contracts aside, let me help you against the fight with this. You all have always sought to avoid such intentional. What has changed? It's a matter of penance. Back when I was in charge of the Crows, I lied to my subordinates. Instead of serving the democracy, them lads worked on to further my own agenda. It came apart of though when I sent glut of them to die in a battle that had no business being in. My eyes of the admiral chair, and what kind of admiral would do that? It was reckoned and selfish, got a lot of people killed. After they stripped me of my ring, I drank myself a drink and looked upon life of the worst kind of pirate. The soldier I tried to visit in Kenan was one of my lads what survived. I've been sending him every coin I could spare to pay back my bloody debt, but that ain't enough. Get in the world what could have built by me off. Now years later, I see a chance to undo the wrong I've done. A bunch of students plan to charge themselves they got no business being in. I plan to see them come out of it alive. Well then, consider yourself invited to the battle. Come on, lead us in a pre-battle drill. One more thing. Scout has rescued a manufacturer in peril. Let us head back, shall we? So you met with your fellow, have you? Well, it says you're ready to... Just make sure you're well prepared for your beasts. They're more dangerous than anything you hunted. The rewards are bigger too. Anyway, go and get... Oh. Oh my god, I love how this looks. Look at Samurai. I actually want this. Lance, Dragon. Pugilist, You eliminate some gold. That should be simple enough here. The Ottomans were employed as sentients, but by the unmade coded at the time. I'm pleased to report that my gloom wonderful. Now we can resume towards expand the settlement. Ninja. Let's see. My math is correct. Oh my, why did I have the best one? Bro, I need like blank ones. Like, look at this, what is it? Look at this. Oh my effing god, I want this so bad. If uploading yo, I'm gonna find out which one it was. turn the leaves, bundling from every corpse a blender. So many memories of they are stealing my precious sacks and taking them to market. I'm so pissed off. I am actually pissed off. I'm not gonna turn no quests because I kinda wanna wait to get those quests. Bro, like, look at this helmet. It's actually fun. I love it. Oh my god, I will actually glamour that if I just... And now it's that up under. Show the Illuminati. Awesome. You are a thief for the Illuminati. If you think that these, they're all folks, but the Illuminati always try to steal things. If you are, then prove it. Find the Illuminati. Oh wow, I think I've got a vapor on him. dude. What's your true gunfire? Things here of Idyllshire. Eliminate our enemy. Eliminate your enemy. Here you are. I sent word to say, even with instruction out of firepower, I fear this challenge will test our limits. Australia has vowed to stay with us regardless of the term of his contract. The sins of his past has been washed away. Let us take advantage of every moment we have at 100,000. I get a new machine. Slug shot will be pretty huge slug shot. And I get the slug shot. I will make this armor myself if I have to. So I will. I'm gonna actually go into. I'm gonna make this armor. I swear to God. But for now, I'm gonna have to take this armor instead. Alright. Yeah, but Felmox is still unhappy. Felmox likes fishing, but it's terrible luck fisheries. Has an idea. Uplander, kill wildebeest and perhaps have something. The spark eyes we go fish. Velma will catch some bleatish. Yes, no more piece missing, no worry. Inside sacks is a junk uplander and anja. These are forgotten relics of Charlotte uplanders, treasure, goblins. Last year I had no need for things. Bucket mask. Keep the nose feel bad. Smells of bogs mire. Can make bundles of. Would you uplander like to smell too? No? Well, the lender wants to quick price. I'll have him guarantee. I just want a drink. I don't even give a shit. I'm not using. Then I will attack the trickers, but in a hop I will make sure it will triple its guardians. Must walk, make us way. Half-legs up, then there's good trick now. I pray you appreciate it, as I. Ere long, this torment, and together we must renounce it all I would, but we must be discreet. You saw something, didn't you? Tell me everything. Again, he does his worst. God, why must he be so obtuse? Why can't he just not tell us where it is? I know it. I'll finish deciphering the remaining pregnancy and just read it. Carved upon the statue is a strange figure next to them written in chalk. You'll find Valiant Heart's latest translation. Irresponsible of the lives we lead, we are often defined by our beginnings and endings. The poet understood this, so do I, and so must you. The secret of the treasure ensures I have given you the key. The lock lies before you, behind. But perhaps this breast is good. I keep turning it. I have piff. Read it though, what does it matter if we find to read? When you business obsession. Purchase we meet in public, but not by lowering. Let's pronounce it. It's right here, but I'm like, and you feel the carpet going around your foot. Eyes. The most precious secret of love food till 3. Priceless beyond is yours. Reach. I found the treasure. The statue, there's a hole where it wasn't here before. You saw it, didn't you? The final road, then you know where the treasure is. Then that's your hand. That is the Sultan's secret. Give it. My gods may condemn me. My people forsake me. History judge me a fool. The fortune finder is all I would forsake for you. My kingdom may crumble. And it goes on like this. There is not more of the words of the lovesick buffoon to this beloved. Over and over he repeats the same happy phrase. Desire, renounce, to forsake, to abdicate. Abdicate the throne, wait. Could it be this was written? May you believe that the Sultan's wife had him assassinated so he could claim the throne for herself, though that would seem most likely explanation. His sudden disappearance remains a mystery to this day. Yet, if this poem is to be believed, Lohuto was madly in love with his paramour and wished to be free of his royal responsibility. He was plotting to flee the capital in secret, may very well have succeeded. This could have been used the poems to gain favor with the Sultan of Eni. On the other hand, there are arguable evidence that Lilliput III still lived. On the other hand, one could assert that Memento the Meek had him murdered for his. And why did Weinbard claim the treasure was worth 100 million? 700 years ago, he would have been right, but the nation is about that is no more. There's something written. A love that will echo through ages. Truly, there is not more precious in all creation. All those riddles, all those clues, and all for this? You thrice damned son of a whore, I can't pay off my debt with swiveling poetry. If it is my favorite whipping boy, what? Most promising pupil, you couldn't have picked the best on the business. 2 of the postmen in training are set to embark on their first assignment. While they have completed those trainings as a minister truly, the sensitive, simple steward that me is ever concerned about sword. I have here my policy of competent of choice counsels for those aspiring post removal. Your task to deliver it to Reo Sana, in whose custody my subordinates were placed. I can consider it to the next stage in your training, Cooper. Well, there's a keeping. He's promised he dropped to offer some parting words to his newest recruits, but he's taken so long that we already fluttered off. You see. Be wary of the low-hanging branch, and remember to keep a wide berth of any. I could this choice council be any more. That said, I cannot fault the deputy postmaster for showing concerns for his subordinates. After all, 'twas his own injury that pressed two twires to active. Sadly, I fear that it will be some time before his wings are duly. Alfred believes he has insight as to more suitable might be, but the process will be required. Meanwhile, I have two wet behind the ears of Mughals wandering aimlessly across the realm. I would like nothing more than to see them succeed at their charge. Then they might inspire a new generation of inspired Mughals. Yet I have my doubts that I would have accompanied them myself, but I fear my duties as Seer leave me little time to play chaperone. Might you be willing to see the first Mughal, the flow of the caramel, though he does not want to be enthusiastic. He is easily frightened and unfamiliar sights and sounds. Should you find him safer, pray rally his strength and let him. With me, is there not a single soul who can rally this Mughal? Where is Rally? Jesse, give me the strength to carry on the bed. Wait a moment. I know you. You're the little delivery Lalafell, the deputy postmonger is always talking about. So you came all this way to watch over? I thank you truly, deep from the bottom of my little Mughal heart. You are truly a shining example of delivering Mughals everywhere. Oh, and to think one day I'd be a full-fledged carrier like you, and a deputy postmonger. Why, it would be a dream come true, Kupo. But how I hope to reach to such height by staying here fluttering in the circles. No, I must deliver these letters safely to Burskana, just as the deputy instructed me. And let me just state the record, no matter what Rayo might have told you, I am not intimidated by the task. Unless well, off I go, Kupo. Yeah, friend, might you be able to offer a few words of cheer? Yes, that's exactly what I need here. You're exactly what I can do. Anything I put my palm to. Perhaps just wondering why one as fearless as flattering as myself doesn't just lead the stressful life of the care. You see, what I truly wish to leave behind is my own miserable lack of courage. I remember the day like it was yesterday. My dear brother lay wounded, struck in the wing by a particular savage stroker, and yet I could not do nothing but quake and quiver behind him. I was a deputy postman who must, to our fortune, was in the vicinity of who carried my brother at the Camp Tranquil, where Arun tended to his injuries. Today is our turn. We shall do our duty and help the post mover in his time of need, just as he did for us. After all you have done with me, it would mean ever so much if you drop by to witness the moment I will await you at West Country. Pardon me? Now, behold, I will deliver the letter straight to us while readily stealthing out of his sight. The camera's up. What the fuck's the camera? What the hell is... Wait. He's affecting my camera! I'm gonna eat and blow my cover. Move out of sight. No wonder letters have appearance there. Soon, like, think, oh, I can say it. Have my gratitude. Did you hear that? Master gave me his gratitude. Why? I have proven that you can do as I've letter marked for Baron. Oh dear me, I do not have the work confident yet my brother, two of us, have taken over deliveries here in the Shroud while deputy postman. Okay. You need to go flopping yourself now. Bedouin and I, while our names are professional, do bear passing through relevance after all. Besides, I dare say I have the chance of meeting my first Moogle is worth it. I said it's trouble to hear me as associate of yours. The deputy post Moogle was it has come to harm. Might there be anything You must leave my friend in memory of one regular. As Baron Leonard, have no fear, my brother and I will atone for our errors and say the right hand. That said, for all my brother's bravado, I suspect that deep down he too feels some anxiety of the first four of the crowd. Might you be so kind to escort him as you did me? I wouldn't mean to realm Kupo. We agreed to meet in Gardania airship landing. I will pass the letters along to him and wait for you to join us. That was it. It's been a while, Zephyr. How's it going? Did he teach you anything about punctuality? What my little brother told you, but I've trained my whole life for this, and this might be my first day out of the shrouds. But if anyone's up to tackle, if you got yourself hurt again, I simply couldn't live with. Alright, man. Thanks for popping in. Live with, but pray let this adventure accompany you. However, just because you can fly more than 2 flums without getting into quivers, doesn't mean that your brother is in need of that chaperone. That's what you said last time, then you almost got yourself swallowed by the suffering throttle. Why, if the deputy postman hadn't wondered by the... If that was then, this is now. I put up 2 ponds of pure muscle and poured every map of errors and prepared myself for this task. The last thing I need is some glorified sellsword holding my palm. Now enough chit chat. I have an airboat. If you want to see how I really, feel free to tag along, or don't. If you. Everything is here so big and boisterous, and the smell of the sea is sending needles up my nose. Nervous, me, patient. I was born for this. Assignment, did you not notice the aplomb with which I have handed my maiden? No, a buccaneer's den is no place for an extraordinary Moogle. With the deputy post-Moogle out of commission, the people of Limbs are lucky indeed that I am here to speak of which, I believe I have a letter to deliver. If you can't learn a thing or two, join me in. What took us so long? Take a wrong turn on the app. Good thing I'm in the one in charge of the enchantment. Why haven't I delivered it yet? Well, it's not because I'm scared of truly being. I just wanted to give you a chance to witness mastery in motion. Now watch me deliver this letter. Bugger, me with Blossom. Which one of you slimy sops the wind up a Moogle loose in my establishment? Wind up? Are you blind or just balmy? I'm a living, breathing Moogle, not some glorified child. Oops. Yes, believe me. A letter. I thank you, my floating friend, but strap me in on a mast if it ain't a rare pleasure. I heard many rumors of a kind, but I've always reckoned you weren't too keen on. But of course, I simply not that of the moment's occasion, I therefore say I will take the opportunity to personally introduce myself. I am sure that that what's the bless his wounded to say when your master men of mine. Oh, I hate when he talks because he says that thing. If there's anything you might need him to. I reckon that you might be no thing to business. I send word of it, and that the best get grog afore one of the customers conks on head. See, I told you there was nothing to be afraid of. Exploring new environments, forging friends with locals. The care of life is life in me, Cooper. But what I've accomplished today will have more far-reaching repercussions. Once my fellow movers back in the shop hear my stunning success, they'll be beating down doors to join them. And since you've been a little, I give you an honor of reporting my deeds to Rayo. If only the deputy post-mogul were here, doubtless he would be able to move in tears by my magnificence. Speaking of which, Gaba. So I shared my success. So don't get down. I'm sure she'll love to hear me. I think if I said it, well, my brother might have gone to it if he. One second. But I had 2 assignments. It was quite a success. That you played a pivotal role in seeing it that it was. I must offer my gratitude as well. Knowing that 2 younglings were in the capable hands allows me to focus my mind on deputy treatment, in which I have made considerable progress. At first, the mere thought of an adventure accompanied me on my assignment annoyed me again, but now I say more the merrier. And with the word of success spreading through Tweleswood, aspiring delivery movers are signing up in droves, while the ranks have burgeoned such that we could assign 2 movers of each task if we choose, and judging by recent events, they might very well be wise. Heart-threatening indeed. I dare say that the deputy post-mogul may rest and recuperate for as long as I. While I might even suggest an early retirement, because I still at post my prime. The mere thought of hanging up my letters, why, wherever would I derive pleasure and meaning from the most obscure. The sheer joy of seeing his faces after a job well done instilled with a newfound energy, enthusiasm. After all my superior has done for me, I could not bear to see him deprived of it. Intriguing. Thus far, I have concentrated my efforts on physical remedies. Perhaps lighting a post-mortal spirit might serve to speed the recovery process. At the very least, it is an avenue worth exploring. You may be onto something there, brother. I can assure you my duties once I've healed. No more talk of putting me out of. If that is the true desire, then how can we deny it of you? I'll ask if you take care not to overstep. By 12, to think I've ever seen a Moogle who truly lives for his work, and with the younglings eager to follow in his footsteps, we should be able to manage without imposing on adventures for a while. Stephen, my brother and I understand the significance and the satisfaction of our job. However, we won't let you all thanks to you, the artful assist, but no, you have proved to be far more than a disobedient. You've earned the respects of the young ones and mine as well. By the power invested in me, I hereby name you a full-fledged letter carrier. The honor is typically reserved for Moogle, but I am happy to make an exception just in case. I would love to give you an assignment, but the young ones are more intimidating for training. And don't let your skill wane, for there is no telling when you will be. That's it is. Alright, let's see. There's zombies on this. Ground floor. is a Jabba. That boss is annoying as hell. I'm fixing it out really quickly. Not as bad as the first one. My god, the first one made no sense. Need some food. Try to save him to this somewhere. Yo, that boo. You got a lock on this one, bitch. Easy win. God, no. That was easier than like the easiest boss of those two. Yay!